Hello, everyone. Welcome to I was going to say welcome to Merry Christmas. I hope you're having a good Christmas. Merry Christmas, and welcome to the Bevins Bricks channel. I'm doing a quick live stream. Thought I would get on, say hey, hi, ho to everybody, and really, like I said, just wanted to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. I do intend on going live later on tonight as well. It'll most likely be both here and then also on the Cajun Yeti's site, because he is going to be doing some live streaming today as well. And I thought it would just be kind of a nice thing to kind of get on and just sit and chat and hang out, and while I'm building a few things on my table. And you know what? Let's see if they got Christmas music. You know what? It's Christmas. Let's find some Christmas music. Happy Holidays. Let's see that one. See if it's any good anyway. Queen City Bricks. Hey, how you doing? Paul Dot. Wordy Deet. Hey, hey. Brick Sergeant. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Okay. Who is building the Home Alone house? Because that is a direct reference from Home Alone. Queen City Bricks is building the vintage car. That's a good set to build. I am doing good. How are you, Steve? Did you get the city together enough so that way when the your ex's grandson, I should say, comes over, he can check it out and play with it and see it and all that good stuff? And say hello to my little friend, the furnace. Merry Christmas, S&M. Right now what I'm doing is I'm ripping parts of my highway apart for pieces, because I need the parts for making more of my Mills plates. Hey, Tommy Jackson. Aaron DeLilo. Merry Christmas to you guys. I am doing wonderful. Thank you so much for asking. Hope you are doing the same. Say, last night we had a bunch of fun doing live streams and chatting and building and all that good stuff last night. With a bunch of different guests, a whole bunch of my funny farm, as I like to call them. Iron Man Hall of Armor, that's a good set. I actually used the Hall of Armor set. Mind you, I highly modified it, but I used that in my Avengers Tower. It's one of the floors in my Avengers Tower. Actually, absolutely, and I will definitely be doing that again in the future, Brick Sergeant. That is something I want to start doing a little. I don't want to do it every day, because then it wouldn't be a present, I guess you could say, but it is something I want to do more often, at least once a week or so. Have people come on and we can just sit and chat and talk about Lego. Merry Christmas to you, Aiden. I hope you're doing well, my friend. And like I said, I will be doing more of those, so that is something I don't intend on ending. Because it actually, some people might not believe this, but it actually does help me in the aspect of, it gives me the ability to kind of, I can just kind of talk, I don't have to read so much, so it gives me the ability to build stuff and work on stuff while I'm actually working, as opposed to my normal streams where I'm constantly monitoring everything. That's one of the things that's really nice about having guests. I don't have to be as focused on the screen. Now we shall begin. Something I just want to point out, and the reason that I use, because I've had several people ask me why I do this. I'm using the old road plates that everybody knows and loves, and a lot of people are upset about them ending, which I've heard recently that they're not going to be ending them, by the way. But the reason I use these for my Mills road plates is quite simply this. All my attachment points are going to be in the areas where the studs are, And then the brick-built road portion is right here, so I don't need the studs there. And that's why I like to use the road plates for my Mills road plates. Trying to get some of my pots together. Let's see, how do I want to do this? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's what it is. Trying to remember exactly how. Actually, that was what I was doing. I think that worked out better. It did. Let's continue on. There we go. Oop, nope. Merry Christmas, King of Pain. Queen City Brick says he loves the windshield in that vintage car set because the window's upside down. Yes, it was extremely cool how they actually accomplished that and gave that effect to it. I mean, it's still a stock issue as far as when they'll be available and such. So, I mean, for me to sit here and tell you that, yeah, they'll be at the Lego store, would be me just trying to hope it would be there for you. I'm sure they will restock them at some point, but a lot of it is, just like I said, it's a stock issue. But I would say at some point in the future, I mean, I'm not going to say that they're immediately going to restock them, but... And that was my official word anyway. I could be wrong. Maybe they're not going to start selling them again, but that was the last news that I had on them. That was what it was, that they were supposed to start selling them again. Which they weren't supposed to be discontinued anyway until it's like 2 more years when they originally announced it. So it wasn't like it was a big rush to begin with. They're still quite easy to find on Amazon and other places as well. I think they still, almost positive, I've seen them at Target as well, and even Walmart. And the thing that's hard to find, and it's something that they're actually selling right now, and when you do find them, they're generally kind of high, is the white base plates. They're a little pricey. I mean, you can find them, but man, when you do find them, they're a little expensive. I agree, Queen City Bricks. I personally, the more I played with them, originally I was not a fan of the new road plates, but the more I played with them, the more I found that they actually were quite versatile. And I will be using those, as I stated in one of my videos, for skyscrapers, or not skyscrapers, but for my highway or whatever in the future. So I'm definitely not done using them myself. Hey, Grumpy J, how are you? Isaac Reyes, Brickman, hello, hello. Merry Christmas to all, absolutely, Brick Sergeant. And I am doing great. Thank you so much for asking, Red Carnage. I hope you're having a great day as well, and I hope everybody has a very good Christmas. I figured I would get on because probably like me, a lot of people are waiting for dinner to get cooked and waiting for the families to arrive and all that good stuff. And that's why I thought I would get on, since I'm going to be building a little bit and working on things, and just kind of have a chat session, so to speak, for a little bit. No problem at all, Matt, and I hope you have a great day, my friend. Yeah, like I said, those white, that's awesome that you got some of those for Christmas. Those white base plates, though, like I said, they can be kind of hard to find. And a lot of times when you do, they're kind of pricey. So if she got you some from Walmart, I'm sure she paid the normal retail, which is absolutely fantastic. I wish it was 78 here. You must be in Florida, Grumpy J. It's actually a nice day here, though, I have to say, for Michigan. It's supposed to rain later, so I mean, but it's not all bad because currently right now it's 50 or 52 or something like that outside, so it is a beautiful day here. Like I said, for Michigan weather, it is a gorgeous day here. Clickin' Cliff, yo, 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 how are you, my friend? And Merry Christmas to you as well, buddy. Central Florida, that is a good place to be then. Mike says he hates the post office. You must still not have got... I was shocked, and being that you're bringing up the post office, the reason I say I was shocked is they actually delivered some packages to my house today. I was going to try and make a video later on that, but I always thought the post office was closed Christmas Eve, and they told me no, they are actually open, which obviously they were, because like I said, they made a delivery to my house today. It kind of caught me off guard when they pulled in my driveway. What I got was I had ordered an extra motor, and I also got some parts for the Ghostbusters fire station because I plan on modifying that. But those parts arrived for me today, so I was pretty freaking ecstatic. It was kind of like, wow, Christmas for me. Ah, working at Walmart. That does give her an advantage then. That's why she was able to find them and get them. Yeah, I don't have that inside scoop like you do then, Brick Sergeant. When I get the bricks out of the bag, it sounds very peaceful. Yeah, I guess it could be kind of an SMR type of thing. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Clickin' Cliff. Hello to Portugal, my friend, and Merry Christmas to you as well, George. Like I said, if I can, I'm going to try and stream again tonight as well. So I kind of think it's kind of fun to just kind of sit and hang out. If I do it later tonight, though, I might actually have some guests. Depending on who's available. I know a lot of people are with family today, and that is what's most important around Christmas time, is being with your family and enjoying them while you can. Good afternoon, Bricklock. It's our Flego expert. Now it's Sunday. That sucks. You always seem to have the worst luck out of anybody I know, Mike. Scott Johnson, hello, hello. Thank you so much for signing in, and Merry Christmas to you, my friend. It's a busy. Lumberjack says, hey, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day, and hello to you, Lumberjack. Yeah, same here. Like I said, it's nice out, more temperature-wise, but it is supposed to be a rainy day here, Rob. And that's why I'm here, this so I can talk to my Lego family. And greetings to Germany, bonjour. Thank you so much for signing in. I hope you are having an awesome holiday. Red Carnage, sup. What did I need? Oh, I needed more of these. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. One of these sides, I messed up because one of these sides has to have an opening because this is going to be a three-way. Three-way intersection. So which side do I want to do? I think, let me see if I have white. Or no. No, I can do this side. I just have to open that up. That's all it is. Okay. I think I'm back on course. I don't need these though. And this has got to start from the end. Messing myself up. There we go. What cracks me up is how many actual parts I have been salvaging from that highway. Mike says orchestrated chaos. I will be the first to admit that my workspace is absolutely just that. It is always orchestrated chaos. Paulbot will confirm that as well, because he's usually the first person to complain about my pigsty. But my pigsty, you know what, when I get building something, especially when I'm doing a large quantity like I'm doing of parts, it actually helps me just to have all the pieces readily accessible, like I have them, just so I can grab them and go. And then I can kind of whip a few things out, because I am on a mission to get as much of my table covered before the end of the year. And I don't have... Okay, I need 1x6s. Lumberjack says, thanks for streaming. Reminds me that I have to fix a mock tool, a little bit of damage during the recent move. Oh, at least, you know, that's the beautiful thing about Lego, though, is it's all repairable. So that has always been my biggest draw for Lego. And I know a lot of people always ask me, why do you like it? Why do you mess with it? And that, quite honestly, is my biggest draw for Lego. It's because I don't care how many, if you break it, you tear it up, whatever you do. And I made that too short, didn't I? Yes, I did. So let me pull this level back off. I had to do one more run of white. It's a quick and easy fix, though. But that's why, like I said, that's why I love Lego so much. It's quite simply, you know what? Don't get me wrong, I like doing woodwork and cars and things like that too, but the thing that always fascinated me with Lego is quite simply the fact you can mess up and it's not a big deal. You just pull it apart and everything is totally reusable. Hello, Imperial Officer. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Microfish says supposed to be going to his sister's house tomorrow, but there is COVID. So we'll be on my own now. Well, maybe it's meant to be, so you can be home and get some work done on the Lego City. But I hope everybody gets well soon. Well, yeah, no, that isn't a whole nother problem altogether. You're absolutely correct on that, my friend. But hopefully they're not snapping on you. And if you have the Kidzilla, yeah, I was always really fortunate. My kids were actually always really good with Lego. I know I've said it a lot of times, I think, in live streams, that what I used to actually do is I used to build little cities for them to play with. So they were, like I said, though, they were always really good about it. They didn't do too much mass destruction. So I was pretty fortunate with my kids. And Merry Christmas to Sweden, Henrik. Thank you so much for signing in. But the pieces snapping apart, that's a common problem with brown. As you all well know, because brown snaps real easy, and that is what I'm doing with my railroad tracks. I just love the brown accent on the tracks. And a lot of people think I'm crazy for doing it, but I just love the brown look for the railroad tracks. I personally think that looks amazing. And I'm going to need more white, I think. But that is it's not even just a common problem with brown. It's a common problem with dark red. I know I've also heard people have that problem with, I believe it was dark blue. It's something to do with the dye. It kind of messes up things, unfortunately. That's awesome. Jarvaloop says his dad used to build him custom castles and tanks and helicopters and jets, and he says he loves it. So that's an awesome memory. That sounds amazing, my friend. I agree. I will say this, though, because Jonathan was saying that brown's what feels right to him for the tracks. I personally think that looks best, but I have had people bring up other issues to me, or when I say issues, or exceptions to the rule, so to speak. And here's what I mean. There's some areas now that are actually using the concrete rails for the trains. So you could actually go white or a light blue-gray against the gray tracks. And a lot of times, most of your railroad tracks, they soak them in, I believe it's creosol, and it's to protect the wood. And with doing that, it almost gives them a black look or a dark brown. So those are two really good colors to use also. Black is probably your best color to use as far as the expense. Brown is kind of pricey to do. But if you want to do the ballasting and you want to have the lines and all that, the cheapest way to do it, and to me it still looks great, is to go black. And like I said, it makes sense because of how they soak them with the creosol. It kind of, sometimes they do almost look black. So it's still quite fitting. But me personally, like we were just saying, I feel better about the brown. It's to me, it's the best way to go. The most of the brown problem, and here's where the problem kind of keeps going on with that, Jonathan. The problem was actually from 2016 to 2017, or it's either 16 to 17 or 16 to 18. And yes, they supposedly had fixed that problem. But the problem with it is that you still have like all the Bricklink stores and all that still have those parts that are being cycled around and resold. So there's still a lot of those parts out there floating around. And that is quite simply why you still find people that are buying stuff and having problems. To add to that also, though, another issue is a lot of people are buying older discontinued sets where that problem was actually a common problem. And because they bought the sets used, like I'll give you a prime example. One of the sets that had a really, am I doing that right? Hold on, I gotta double check myself here. Yes, I'm doing that right. One of the big problems you have is, like, I'll say, because the problem year with the part snappage, for example, the fire hall was one of those problem years, or was in the problem years. And so a lot of people have bought the fire hall because it's one of their sets that they really wanted or whatever. And holy cow, Ray Tucker, thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you as well, my friend. What an awesome donation. $50. Thank you, my friend. And I hope you have an awesome Christmas, buddy. To go back to the point I was going to say is people buy these sets that were manufactured, packaged, and all that back when the problem was occurring, and then they open it up, and then it's to them, because they never experienced that problem, to them it's a new problem. And it's just quite simply because they bought an old retired set, and that was one of the years that the problem was there. And again, also talking about like Bricklink and whatnot, like I said, I've purchased bulk stuff from Bricklink in brown, and sometimes when I get it, I have no problem at all. And sometimes when I get it, it's like, okay, this was one of the problem years and I regret doing it. But I can tell you, I just personally ordered, it was 1,000 more of each from Bricks and Pieces online. Because that is something I do want to point out also. If you're looking to ballast your train track, I would buy them from Lego Bricks and Pieces. Or I'm sorry, Pick a Brick online. Because That's the cheapest you're going to get these in any type of large quantity. If you want the 1x2s or the 1x1s in brown, if you go on Bricklink, they're on average 4 to 6 cents more than it is to buy it directly from Lego. And that's why I stick with buying all the brown pieces directly from Lego. And yes, that was extremely generous of him, Erez. That's, like I said, it was awesome of him. So again, thank you so much, Bree Tucker. Aaron says, I can't believe it's Christmas. And Rob says, uh-oh, a cloudburst. Yeah, like I said, it's supposed to rain today. Imperial Officer says, and thank you so much for that $5 donation, and Merry Christmas to you as well, Imperial Officer. But he says, I have 20 years of Lego pieces, and some are way older than 2016, but I tend to use them as filler or interesting ground texture. And that is a great way to do it. I totally agree with you. And I'm the same way. I have parts that are all the way back from when I was a kid from the 70s. But I'm just like you. If it's very old, and because, you know, obviously, I mean, we were all kids once, and we all know one of the first things you do if you get a piece stuck together is you put it in your mouth and start biting at it to pull it apart. So I have a lot of pieces that have bite marks and stuff like that on them. And just like you said, I use it as filler. That is one of the main portions of my filler, is because I'm doing the Mills plates like this. So all those older pieces always get used in as the base support for my Mills plates. And holy crap, Brick Sargent, thank you so much. And he says, a very Merry Christmas to Daryl and family, and to the Funny Farm gang. And again, thank you so much, Brick Sargent. That was very kind of you, and Merry Christmas to you as well. You're awesome, buddy. And like I said, we will have you on again as another guest sometime, because that was a lot of fun. Scotty says it's 55 here in Pennsylvania. Like I said, I want to say it's 50-52 here right now, so it is a very beautiful day. Especially for the Northeast, because even in, you know, PA being the Northeast, I'd say that's a very good temperature for Christmas. It's kind of odd, though. I know we had this discussion as well. And what I mean by it's kind of odd is I'm used to this time of year, you freeze your butt off. And we usually get snow and all that. And as much as I hate snow, don't get me wrong, I kind of wish we had a little snow, just because I still enjoy it. Still enjoy seeing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. But the only time I want to see snow, though, the only time I want to see snow is on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. After that, I don't want it the rest of the year. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Yes, now that you're absolutely right, Jonathan. That would be a crazy way to go. And what I actually thought about doing is because it would be black print that you would be putting on the stickers, and I can make some of my own stickers now. I honestly thought about printing out a bunch of stickers with that black wood pattern and putting them on, but talk about time consuming. That would take me, at least it's going to feel anyway like that. It would take me what would feel like 1,000 years to cover the amount of track that I'm going to have. And I do not want to do that much track, but it would look amazing. I definitely agree with you. And I agree with you, Scotty Johnson. I'm the same exact way. Like I said, I just want snow for tonight, maybe tomorrow, and then it can all go away. Any other time of the year, I have no interest in snow. And hello, Kenneth Swan. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Big Nate Bricks is just dropping in to say hi and Merry Christmas. And hello and Merry Christmas to you, my friend, Big Nate Bricks. And I hope you have a wonderful time with your friends and family. Life Adiv says, working on my city and watching your stream. What an awesome combo. And thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. Rob says, snow at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Will be fine. I have no plans to go out anywhere for the rest of the year after the after that point. I'm kind of with you on that. I don't. Basically, right after New Year's is when I'm leaving for Texas. So if it wants to snow all week this coming week, it can. But after, like you said, after the New Year, it can go away. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to see it. And Jarvaloop, Jonathan's asking you a question. everywhere but the roads. I wish that was a possibility. And hey, John Garrett, how are you? Greetings, my friend, and Merry Christmas to you and your family, all in New Jersey, buddy. Jarva Loop says he woke up to a dusting. Like I said, I personally, I would actually like to see a dusting here. It's Christmas, you know. I remember as a kid, you'd run outside Christmas morning and you're looking for the little reindeer marks and the sleigh marks, and I actually still remember my father did that one year. I don't know how he did it or what he did to do it, but he actually went out in the front yard. So when I got up Christmas morning, it looked like Santa had landed in the front yard. He had the tracks from what looked like the sleigh and a bunch of hoof prints is what looked like in the snow. It was the coolest thing in the world to me. I was so excited. That's just the type of amazing father I actually had as a kid growing up. It was totally amazing. Aiden, that is going to be delivered to Houston, Texas, and I will be doing the setup and delivery on that on the 5th of January is when I actually have to be there. So like I said, we're looking at leaving either on the 1st or the 2nd to start driving down there because it is a long haul. Oh, here they are. I don't have to go anywhere. I thought I had to grab something. I have to get my little corner pieces in. But it's funny, the little funny things that you remember about Christmas and what made it so memorable for you as a kid growing up. And that was one of those things that made it memorable for me. Which I also remember every day begging for snow days. And Merry Christmas to you, Talus. One year, like I said, my parents were always super awesome with Christmas. One year, actually we used to do it quite a bit. We would go, because my grandparents, my parents' parents, so my grandparents, they lived down in Georgia. And for a couple years in a row, I don't know if it was in a row or not, I just remember going down there. But we would go down to my grandparents for Christmas. And now that I'm older and you know, and talking to my parents years and years, 2 of the years that we went down south for Christmas with my grandparents, you know, Santa didn't come. So me and my brother were kind of disappointed, but we spent Christmas down south with my grandparents. So it was still awesome. But here was the cool thing is my mom and dad had given my uncle that lived here where we were at keys to the house and all of our gifts. So, you know, we packed up, left, went to my grandparents down in Georgia, spent Christmas, and then came home. And when we came home, we walked in the front door, and there was everything that Santa brought. So it was like, holy crap, booyah. You know, we got home. It was a couple days after Christmas, but Santa had delivered. So, I mean, I have a lot of really good memories about Christmas because of my parents. I totally agree. Loved the snow days myself, my friend. Well, that'll be a fun trip for you, Aiden. I hope you enjoy that. He says heading from Cincinnati to Dallas. And thank you so much, Scotty Johnson. Scotty Johnson just donated $20. Says, got to run. Everyone, got to start cooking. Got the whole family coming over. Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas to you as well. And thank you so much for stopping by, Scotty. I really do appreciate that. Some awesome of you guys to be donating like that. I really do appreciate it. Give me 1 second. I got to grab some 4x4 plates. Want to get this guy plated in. And then I've got one more of these. Oh, I need 2 yellow bricks. I got one more of these to make. And then I've got this portion of the city's roads done. This will be for the next one I gotta make. So is everybody spending the day? I'm curious. With me and my family anyway, what we've always done is we get together with the family today. And then tomorrow is the stay home and be lazy day. I'm just curious, is that how everybody else does things, or do they do them differently, or what are all your guys' family traditions and Christmas traditions out there? And I can't believe how many people we actually have. I just realized I got to do something different on the corners. I can't believe how many people we actually have signing in today. So must be a lot of people that are kind of waiting for the family stuff to get together. Yeah, I can do that. Show you how much I've gotten done. My intention is I was going to try and get as much filled as I can here over the next day or two. And then I was going to try and do another city update video so that way everybody can see everything as a whole. And try and do a bunch of zoomed in stuff on it. That has to go there. That goes here. There we go. Now the crosswalks make sense. And I still got to do those. Jonathan says he does the same traditions as I do. Rob says spending a few hours with his grandparents tomorrow. Grandpa's 90, Grandma's 87. Made it a point to bring food this year so they didn't need to do much work, and that is awesome. It's awesome that they're still going at that age. That's freaking phenomenal. It's amazing is what that actually is. Rick Sargent says his daughter's at work right now, but he's just sitting around here at the house. You getting together with her later on today, though, I assume? And Kaylin says staying home for the next few days. Mom was supposed to visit. And that's, I understand people being nervous about that, I guess. Do. Jarvaloop says his family stays home on Christmas Day, but his father found out he that's too bad. He said, I hope he starts feeling better. And what am I? Oh, there it is. And I want few more. That was something else I did yesterday too, is I redid my curve track piece. That's why I said I want to do a city update. Because I redid my curve track piece and put in the powered 9-volt track pieces in there. So that's another thing I'm excited about. I'm getting more and more covered every day. Okay, that's good, Brick Sergeant. As long as you get to see her today. Two. Put one here. Yeah, let's put one there. Do I have a rhyme or reason for my tiling, if anybody's wondering? Not really. I just kind of start slapping them down. I'm going to call this one done. I got to get some pieces for that, but I'll do it before I go and place it. So that's one down. Where's the other one? Start building this one now. Oh, do. How many people out there actually build mills or brick-built roads? I know one of my members, Steve Weiser, does. His roads look awesome. He did them in black though, and I have to say I kind of like the black look. I'm wondering if anybody else builds the brick roads and what they use. I've seen people use a lot of different things. One technique I've seen people use for building their mills roads is masonry brick. That way it gives it a cobblestone road look, and to me it just looks absolutely amazing if you can muster the parts together. That's the problem that I have. I can never find masonry bricks. Seems like everybody else has way more luck than me getting the masonry brick. Mike does, Brick Sergeant does. Oh, I just realized you said that. Brick Sergeant says it's just a normal day for him because his daughter lives at home. Yeah, I get that. Right now, currently, my oldest son doesn't live with us. Where Jax and Emily still live at home with us. So it's basically a normal day. You know what? It's me and my wife kind of talked about this the other day. Lately anymore, mind you, my youngest Emily is 16. My oldest is 22, or will be 22. And it's funny because it just doesn't feel like Christmas anymore. But it's like we were kind of saying, if they ever start their own little families, start having kids and all that, maybe that feeling will come back. Because I feel like that Christmas feeling kind of got lost once the kids got bigger. It's kind of like, it's like you said, it feels kind of just like it's another day. I think a lot of it's got to do with the magic that kids see Christmas as, you know what I mean? It really, and when they get older, that magic's kind of lost. Kenneth says, oh, I might have another convert on my hands. And so that's kind of my goal, is to convert as many people as I can to mills. It is definitely one of my goals, is to convert as many people as I can to mills. So I obviously got you thinking it, so I'm doing my job. Rob says he has one road. It's built in that method that I'm using, but he did it in masonry bricks. And like I said, that to me, that is an amazing looking way to do it, because it does give you that cobblestone street look. And absolutely, the Christmas magic is for the kids. I agree. You know, I saw a TikTok video the other day, and I laughed my butt off. And I hope they were paying this guy a lot of money, because they had someone pretending to be the Grinch. And I swear to God, it was Jim Carrey dressed up in that costume as well as that guy was acting it out. He did an amazing job, and any kid that would have seen him, I know, would have just been totally, absolutely amazed, because he was doing an amazing job. I totally agree, Talus. Mike says he'll never do any Lego building on anything other than mills, and that's how I feel. And part of that reason for me, myself anyway, as a lot of you guys know, I like to Bevanize everything. So I like to build things on the rather large side. And because of the strength of a mills plate, that's why I will never build anything other than mills. A lot of people think I'm nuts at the amount of money that I spend just on these bases and stuff, but that really quite simply is the reason I do it, because if I don't, it's not strong enough. Because when you're trying to transport, because I build everything where I'm currently sitting, and when you try to transport your builds over to your display table from your build table, it gets pretty sketchy pretty quick, and stuff like wants to start trying to crumble on you almost immediately. I got one more row. And that is why I focus on mills. So it's the only thing that I've found that'll actually allow you to transport it and not worry about it totally crumbling just by holding it. Steve says he loves Christmas, but has to borrow his ex-girlfriend's family for the happy magic. And we still love each other very much, and that's awesome. At least, you know, that's the cool thing, though. At least you can still share it with somebody, so that still makes it special. And that's a great idea, Paul. Like I said, I recommend the modular buildings and mills plates to anybody. And I do understand that a lot, and I get it, that a lot of people don't want to do mills just quite simply because of the cost, because they are expensive. And I'm looking for my white 1x4s. Hold on one second, guys. Because that is something I do try to remind people of, is because a lot of people are always like, how in the heck do I have so much Lego that I can do this? How can I afford it? And all that good stuff. And keep in mind, I do continually order things year round. So I have like a constant influx of parts coming to me because of all the different projects that I like to do. But I have been doing this for 20 years is what I always try to make sure I remind everybody. So my insanity doesn't happen overnight. And I totally understand why people don't want to get on the mills craze. I really, really do, because I do know it is pricey. But if you're like me and just over the years you just kind of keep buying stuff as you go, because I've only been doing the mills plates for the last 2 years. And the reason that I even got into it was a friend of mine, Jason, Charm City Bricks, is the one that actually convinced me to get into the mills craze. And ever since he did that, I have been so thankful, because I love it. I love the versatility of it. But it is an expensive way to do things. And part of the reason that I went that route, number one, is because the size of my builds, I had to have something strong, because most of my buildings to transport them around could be pretty sketchy at best. And again, that's why, because I don't, when I pick something up, I'm not afraid of it immediately crumbling. So that is the reason that I stick with them. But if it wasn't for Jason from Charm City, I probably wouldn't use them myself. He was the one that kind of convinced me and kept talking to me and kind of nudging me, and finally one day I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try it, because he kept raving to me about what I need to do, what if I just look at it and just try it, that I wouldn't regret it, and he's right, because once I tried it, I've been hooked ever since. What I did with mine, and that is a good idea as well, Talus Moon, about dividing the assembly square in half. I actually had 3 of them. I'm going to build the 3rd one and place it in my city. I just haven't gotten it to it yet. But then I've also taken the original one that I did, because I have the original one that I took and modified it, and I split it into 3 individual buildings. So I have one building right next to my train station that was from the assembly square. I have the flower shop from the assembly square that I modified into an individual building, and it's between one of my apartment complexes and my bank. And then the last place, I'm going to need 2 more of those. The last place that I used it, or actually I haven't used the other piece yet. I still got to finish modifying the last piece, so it isn't placed in the city yet. But it'll be something that'll get placed soon, because that's another one of the sets I got to yank out of the box. So I still got stuff packaged from when I moved from my last house to the barn. And that's part of why I'm in such a mad rush trying to get stuff together, is I'm tired of having all this stuff built and ready to go and not have any of it on my table. Mind you, some of it needs some repairs because it got a little damaged in transit, but that's okay. It's Lego. That's what it's. And what did I just do wrong? Big dummy. I made this one too big, so I did the direct opposite. Let's pull that out. I got to pull that whole section out. Got talking and not paying attention and went too big on it. I was bevanizing the road without realizing I was bevanizing it. No, absolutely. You're totally 100% right there, Brick Sergeant. Without the Mills plates, I would not be able to have any of those buildings. Hey, all, Greg. How you doing, my friend? He says, lurking for a little bit. Oh, I got to build this piece now. It's funny, this is supposed to be Christmas music, but to me it sounds almost like Mario Brothers. I think you guys can hear the sound anyway. When I shut my mouth for a minute and let you hear stuff. Yeah, I still need to transfer. And I think I'm going to do this building a little different. I still need to transfer, though, my convention center. I do already have a place in the city picked out where it's going to land, though. And I think it's going to look absolutely wonderful where I'm going to put it. It should fit right in. Excuse me. Where did my... I'll break a couple more pieces off. I am getting dangerously low on white. I already see some more parts I'm going to be ordering in my near future. So if anybody wants to see the price of white going up, so I'm going to be adding a quantity of it to my collection very soon. Excuse me. One more white row. What time is it? I still got a little bit of time. Okay. Trying to watch my time because I know we're supposed to have dinner at 4. I know my son's supposed to be here in about another 20 minutes or so, and I want to go make sure I get to see him. Got that. Now I feel the need for speed. Where's it? There. Eggtown Egg, how are you? And there's the warning from Greg. How are you doing, Eggtown? I hope you're having an awesome day and Merry Christmas to you. There it is. There we go. Get that guy there. Now that I'm looking at this, I don't need white, I need gray. Or no, I just did that wrong. Son of a gun. That's an easy fix though, I think. We can pull that back off. already over here messing stuff up. Putting my pieces on backwards. There we go. Thank you, Eggtown. I appreciate that. That's awesome of you. So I hope everybody has an amazing day. 'Tis the season to try and get a little joy out of life, right? There we go. Now we are cooking with Crisco. Christmas, Steve says that his girlfriend's daughter is baking Christmas casserole for breakfast and preparing dinner for tomorrow. Well, that's awesome. What is, please help me, because I have never heard of Christmas casserole. And I am saving those dark red parts for something else. I was going to use them on this, but I decided not to. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. What's awesome, it was a Christmas miracle. I got a brand new order of 2x2s today. Say it's a Christmas miracle because I am almost out of 2x2s. These guys. Swear to God, a lot of this music sounds like Mario Brothers. Hey, Blinky Bricks, he says, just set up the poll, getting ready for the feats of strength. Okay, so what, I'm curious, because I've been asking everybody, what is your tradition then? It sounds like you guys are going to be playing some games for Christmas. Poor Greg, in the stream here, or I'm sorry, it's Mike, ordered some of your new flashing light parts there, Blinky Bricks. And this has nothing to do with you at all. It's not your fault, not your problem, but I just thought I would share with his struggles with you. He's been dying to get those flashing camera things. I think he said he ordered 3 from you. And the post office is just keeps delaying and delaying his delivery. I need some 2x2s to go here. And then I need, what was it I needed? 1x2s, that's it. That's what we needed. There we go. So now we can put those there. Put these in this corner. And then we can put these along here. I got a hair stuck in that one. There you go. So get in my belly. Well, I think that would be entertaining. I don't know how many people have seen it. I know you said you're just kidding about that, Blinky Bricks, but one of my favorite holiday movies is Home for the Holidays. It has some really good actors in it. But one of the things, mind you, that particular movie was for Thanksgiving. But I mean that that movie is hilarious. One of the things that they're doing for their again Thanksgiving gathering is they were outside kind of playing football and whatnot. But if you've never seen Home for the Holidays, I believe that's the name of the movie anyway. I really highly recommend it. Like I said, it is a Thanksgiving movie, but it is so worth the watch, let me tell you. Brother from another brick. Hey ho hey. Bree Tucker says it's a Festivus for the rest of us. Where are they at? There they are. And again, like I said, because I see Mike is repeating me, it is not a problem due to you at all, my friend. You are always have the best customer service and the quickest deliveries that I've ever seen out of anybody. Well, that would be cool. Brick Sergeant, he says he's thinking about making a build called the Brick Sergeant's Law Academy for law enforcement schooling of police. That would be a cool build. Be like, then you could even set up some scenes like what you see from the police academy shows and stuff. That would be hilarious. Double checking that wasn't the boss. That would actually make some cool sets if you thought about it. The old Police Academy movies, there's a lot of good material from those shows. Now, I just want to say, before I do it, because I know a lot of people were asking, and I am going to do this, but I do want to say that I do not have my cordless mic set up on me today, because I did not intend on going over to my city. But I am going to give you guys all a sneak peek at what you can expect to see for... Why isn't that... What you can expect to see in some of my next city update. So let me grab these plates I just did. And I did not tile this one. Hold on. I'm going to take these plates with me. We're going to walk over to the table. And I'm going to give you guys a quick sneak peek. Again, I can't talk while I'm over there because I don't have my cordless mic and everything with me and on. I don't have it charged is what the problem is. I need to charge it back up. But we're going to take a quick walk over there and give you guys a sneak peek at what I got going on and what you can expect to see in the next city update, because I have a ton, and I mean a ton done. And Kenneth Swan, thank you so much. He says, I got to go. I'm going to build my Home Alone set tonight. And again, everyone, have a Merry Christmas. I wished I got that. I missed out on that one. And every time I try to find it, it's still sold out. But I will be getting that set myself. That's a very cool set. Cobra Kai is an awesome show, Paul Bot. I love that. That's a Netflix show for those of you that don't know. And it is an amazing, 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 amazing show. I've only watched the first 2 seasons of it. But really cool show, I have to say. So I can definitely see why you're hooked on it, Paul. Pretty Fast Gaming says... Oh, he was talking to somebody else. Why are 1x8 black bricks so expensive? An inquiring mind wants to know. I didn't know that they were that expensive. What I would recommend checking first, Steve, is check the Lego website, because there's a lot of times, if you're looking at Bricklink anyway, you're going to find that, and I find this quite frequently, that there's parts on there that I think that should be cheap, and they are reasonably cheap. And for whatever reason, on Bricklink, they're sky high. So that's why I always tell everybody, when it comes to buying parts, always double check. I always look at bricks and pieces, pick a brick online, both at the Lego store, and then also I check Bricklink. And then don't forget to look at Brick Owl too. Brick Owl is a very overlooked resource for parts that I think a lot of people forget about. And the cool thing about Brick Owl is pretty much everybody that sells on Brick Owl is on Bricklink as well. So you can check their feedback on both sites. Because if some people on Brick Owl, because Brick Owl's not as popular, and they might not have feedback. But if you go and check out using the name, and you go and check them out on Bricklink, you can see that they're, have incredible sales. Brick Cash is one of those people that I know does sell on both sites. And I didn't realize that they're doing a season 4 of it already. Like I said, I'm way behind on that show, but I agree, it is an amazing show as far as Cobra Kai anyway. Oh, that's awesome, Freddy Faz Gaming. He says he found the Star Wars set 75300 Imperial TIE Fighter, and he is so happy with it. And then Mike says, does anyone see that the big guy from Revenge of the Nerds that screams nerds into his building Lego? There is a picture showing him with the Home Alone. No, I did not know that. That's freaking awesome. So Pick a Brick is 29 cents a piece. How much are they on Bricklink, Steve? For a 1x8, I would say 29 cents is probably a pretty fair price. That's awesome, Rob. As far as Cobra Kai, like I said, I'm way behind because I've only seen the first 2 episodes, or first 2 seasons, I should say. And that's because it's a great show, so I'm glad that they're still making it. Anyway, though, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek at the city. I'm taking these plates. I'm going to place them. I'm going to walk the camera over there. Bear with me for just a few minutes because I do want to remind everybody that I don't have my headset on, so you will not be able to hear me talk on the microphone because I don't have my headset set up at the moment. But I am going to just take the camera with me, place these on the city, give you guys kind of a sneak peek at how much I have actually got filled, because I personally am impressed with how far I've gotten. So let's take a walk, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that quick sneak peek. I apologize. Like I said, I couldn't take my mic with me, and I don't have my other, because I have my display over here that I can normally be able to see what I'm showing you. I hope you could actually see everything. Like I said, just trying to give you kind of a quick overscan. I am going to be doing a live stream, hopefully, maybe even tomorrow for that matter, where I actually set everything back up over at the table and I have the screens and everything open for ease of streaming and doing some actual city work itself while I'm streaming. So I'm trying to keep streaming in a lot of different ways. I know a lot of people are really enjoying all the different varieties of streams I'm doing, so I'm going to be doing that again here real soon, so that way you guys can get a better look at the city through that as well. Rob said, just finished filming. Already read those. Steve says, lowest price on Bricklink is 31 cents, but I need thousands. And I get it, Steve. But if it's 29 cents on Pick-A-Brick, don't forget to check, and I know it sucks because you'd have to make a whole bunch of singular orders. Don't forget to check Bricks and Pieces also. But it looks like your cheapest price is going to be the Pick-A-Brick wall then. Or Pick-A-Brick online anyway. Rob says that's so cool. Brick Hive, hey ho, how you doing, my friend? Merry Christmas to you and hello. Freddie says, not gonna lie, it reminds me of the city from the Lego movie. Thank you. To me, that's a huge compliment, so I appreciate that. Aiden says that looks killer. Jarva Loop says looking great so far. Brick Sergeant says no words can say how great it is looking so far, Daryl, and thank you so much, Brick Sergeant. I appreciate that. And Bricklock Illinois says shopping is done. So my question to you is, if shopping is done, did you buy more Lego, or Flego, as Paul Bot likes to say it? Rob says it's got to disappear. Catch everybody later in the stream, and Merry Christmas, everyone, and Merry Christmas to you as well, Rob. I'm only going to stream here for just a few more minutes and kind of casually chat because I do need to get off myself here in a few minutes because my son should be here any minute, and I want to make sure that I get to spend time with the family. Like I said, though, I wanted to get on and kind of wish everybody a Merry Christmas, say hey, howdy ho, and wish everybody Merry Christmas and just get a chance to chat, because I know a lot of people kind of like me were waiting for family or waiting for dinner and all that good stuff, and thought this would be a great way to do that. And I will try and come back on later on tonight. Bricks and Pieces is the same as Pick-A-Brick. Sometimes it's different. Bricklock says this is good. But like I said, I will be back on later tonight. Not sure what kind of stream I'm going to do tonight. Maybe I'll do the city streaming tonight. I have to, before I forget, I'm going to have to put my headsets on the charger so that way I can actually take them over there if I want to do that. But I thought it might be kind of fun to stream a little bit more tonight. And I also might be checking out, or just for anybody that's interested anyway, I may also be joining in on the Yeti stream. Yeti is doing a live stream tonight, and I believe it is at sometime around 8 p.m., and I believe that's Central, so it would be an hour prior to what it would be for me anyway. So I may end up joining that stream as well if you want to catch me there before I do any of mine. But anyway, like I said, though, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now because I want to make sure I get to go hang out with my kid, my son, all my kids, the family, all that good stuff. I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you, everybody, for everyone that donated, because you guys are absolutely amazing. Let me shut this music off because it's probably driving everybody nuts, and I want to actually run that beautiful bean footage for all the awesome people that donated. Again, I could not do all the amazing things that I do without all the support of all you guys out there. You are amazing. Both the people watching and those that donate. You guys are fantastic. And let me give a very special thanks to Bree Tucker, Imperial Officer 07, Brick Sergeant, Scotty Johnson, and Kenneth Swan. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. It is very awesome that you guys are always constantly supporting my channel. It is super amazing, and I really cannot say thank you enough. And Merry Christmas, everybody, and I hope you have an amazing time with your family and friends, and I hope you all have some amazing dinners. So, on that note, as always, thank you for coming to Bevins Bricks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this stream, and we'll see you next time on Bevins Bricks. Take care, everybody.